Let's see.
Uh,
We have Lonnie here now too.
Lonnie, okay, then we have 7. I count 6, but now Lonnie, it's 7.
Good
Good morning. Is the Santa Ana Business Council?
Oh,
yes.
is this
We
Bobby?
have Bobby.
Yeah, this is Bobby. I'm on the phone. I don't do it. I can't do it on the computer.
Okay,
Good to hear
Bobby.
you, Bobby.
Okay.
At least I'm here.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's good, Bobby. That's very
I
good
think
that you
I'm
can
here.
hear. Okay, good morning, everybody. Thank you for being on the meeting and making time to be in the meeting. We're gonna start for the approval of minutes of May 20, and we have a recommendation of approval of the minutes as presented. Did everybody read the minutes? So minutes presented and approved. We have a motion to approve a sponsorship for Sarah Marshall for the printing of the QR codes in the downtown, so people can easily sign up and have access to the downtown news. Sarah, can you explain what's involved in that so everybody can hear and know what's going on with that QR? I want to know also.
Yeah, good morning, you guys. My name is Sarah Marshall. I run the newsletter for Downtown Inc., which goes out every Thursday. A couple weeks ago or last week, I sent a report to Madeline and Ryan Smoller about the progress the newsletter has been doing. I did have a report. I don't know if I can share my screen or if I can just give you guys some field notes basically on it.
I want to share the screen. If you want, you can share the screen.
Okay, cool.
You're good to go.
You know, I don't think, sorry, I got a new computer, and so I don't know if I have the actual settings up for me to do screen recording.
Okay.
Madeline does have it though, the report actually. I don't know if Madeline, you'd be able to share it.
I can hear you, Maddie. We can hear you.
I'll see if I can pull up her report while she's talking.
Okay. Well, basically in the report, the things that I'm tracking is the open rate and the click rate. The open rate is the percentage of viewers or subscribers opening the actual newsletter. So currently we have about 4,000 subscribers to the newsletter, and an average open rate for a newsletter is about 15 to 18%. We are currently averaging this year around 39.7%, which is really, really good numbers. From the previous years, 2021, it was 24.5, and in 2020, it was 20%. So we've been seeing a 64% increase in just the open rate alone this year, which means we have about, oh, there she goes. So I think we have about 1,581 subscribers opening the newsletter. My concern is that we are only getting a gradual increase every year, averaging about 300 new subscribers per year. And I realized during my, I think about a year and a half of doing the newsletter now, that it's been an essential resource for the businesses to share a lot of the upcoming events that they have, or if new businesses come into downtown. So I would like to have more exposure to the newsletter. And one of the ideas that I came up with was having QR codes installed all around downtown. So I already designed a QR code that I can also send to Madeline. But basically it would be like a sticker that the businesses can put on their windows, participating businesses, particularly who are on the streets that people see when they walk by those storefronts. Also, I think partnering with 4th Street Market, having a poster with our QR code as well, having something in the promenade, just having a good display of the QR code so people are aware, visitors and business owners are aware that we have a newsletter, and they can easily just scan the QR code and it immediately takes them to the sign up page.
Sarah, do you have any idea how much that's gonna cost so we can approve that in both next meeting?
Yeah, so for the stickers itself, I did a little bit of research. It would probably be like $200 for 100 stickers. And as far as posters go, I think they would be a lot more cheaper, I guess, for lack of a better word. And if you guys have resources for posters, I know that you guys probably have a source that you guys can use for posters. It just depends on where we want to put them. And if you guys have any feedback or ideas of how to go about that as well.
Is that gonna be enough stickers and posters? 200?
Well, I actually started with just 100 stickers, and that'd be $200 because I'm not really sure exactly the budget, but I was going to do it with the businesses that are actually on the streets, the storefronts. That way people, when they're walking, they can see them. So businesses, for example, like Worst House or Unlisted, or if you went to the Den Cafe, places like that where they're oftenly frequented.
Okay.
And there's probably around 150 to 200 businesses on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question. We have a QR code already. We have a sticker for the calendar that we printed in Tijuana. It's being picked up, and we've been delayed because of COVID situations in Mexico. But we already have a QR code that was approved by the board a couple of months ago.
Different project though, Claudia.
No, I know. But the question is, and so actually in that QR code and that sticker, we have both of the logos, Downtown Inc. The question is, will we have both of our logos in that QR code, like the organization logos?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm going to send the QR code to Madeline right now. It does have both the Calle Cuatro logo and the Santa Ana Business Council logo on there.
Do you have our new logo?
I do. I got it from the website.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you, Sarah.
Are we going to share the cost with Downtown Inc.? I mean,
That's
on
a good
this?
question.
Yeah, I believe that it's something that is both of us, but yeah, either way, yeah, it's like probably a couple $100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you talk about the resources, we do print and TJ, and we do posters and big stickers as well. So that's something we can definitely look into. It is much, much feasible to print over there.
Yeah, for sure. I gave Madeline the QR code so you guys can take a look at it, but if it's more feasible for you to do with your source, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
You know, we don't see any problem. I mean, it looks like it's not a big amount, and I think the more that we get, the better. Just in case we want to be, we don't want to be short. You know, when you start putting the stickers and businesses, we want to make sure that we have enough and not less.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Well, thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
One more
Guys.
question. Do you know the size of the sticker?
Yeah, I originally put like it was like 4 inches height, 8 inches wide. I think that might be a little bit too small. So we can definitely do it bigger. I can play around with the size dimensions, and also depending on your source, they can, you know, expand it.
Okay.
But that's kind of how I had it. It was like the size of a phone, but again, you can expand it larger if you want.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we'll have that for the next meeting. We'll vote on it, and thank you again, Sarah. Teresa, are you there? Okay, we're gonna move to public
Oh,
comments.
she's there.
Oh, okay. I just wanna mention, Teresa, that Madeline has a meeting at 9 o'clock, and I wanted to ask you if it's okay with you that she goes first. She's gonna try to go quick and get done with her items, and can you go next, Teresa, please?
Sure, I'm happy to hold until it's convenient for everybody.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so and then we have public comments. Is there anybody there that wants to make comments, public comments? And the comments have to be related to the agenda. And each person has 3 minutes, and they only can speak on agenda items. Is there anybody there that wants to speak in public comments? Nope. Once, twice. Okay, let's move to the next. Magdalena.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I don't know if Claudia, do you want to put up the agenda just so we can go through?
Yeah.
Okay. We have the first thing on our agenda is the Storefront Accelerator Project. Downtown Inc. and I, before the pandemic, wanted to do a Storefront Accelerator project, and a lot of you should have received in your agenda a printout that shows it. But essentially, there's a gentleman named Jaime who does something called Storefront Mastery. And what we wanted to do was use like a pilot of about 5 businesses in our downtown. And those 5 businesses, Jaime would come in and essentially consult with these 5 businesses and showcase what it would be to create this Storefront Mastery, which is something that allows for an indoor-outdoor space, as well as the way that the shop is set up to really showcase the business in a more in a better way. And a really good example of this, and one that we've thought of for a long time, is we don't really have a toy store in downtown, but we do have this store which has a lot of toys in it, and it's called Anna's Everything Store. And it would be an amazing store to have transformed so that if it is the only store that, like, for instance, is a kid-friendly store in our downtown, that it really showcases these aspects and it gets set up in a way that really, when people come to downtown, they would be able to see and feel that, and kind of like the design and the way that it's set up. So we wanted to pilot 5 stores as a great marketing project, and also to showcase to other businesses along the street the best ways and the best practices to really create an engaging storefront. So there is more detail to this project, which I believe we sent with a packet to everybody in our board. So we were hoping that before the next meeting, you could look over that and ask us any questions you have, and then we would be able to see if it's something that as a board we would like to do. And it'd be a great project for our downtown. And we sent you a whole book on the different kinds of Storefront Accelerator examples. It's a magazine that we sent to you, which is yeah. And we can have Jaime come and speak as well if people are interested in that. So that's the first project collaboration that Downtown Inc. would like to do with us.
Madeline,
And
do you want me to comment on that?
yes,
too?
please.
Hey guys, Ryan Smolar here, Downtown Inc. So as Madeline said, we met this consultant, Jaime. We did a webinar with him, and then we've seen his work with some other business improvement districts. And we wanted to follow up because what he works on is helping the businesses with presenting their best selves on the retail storefront side. And not only does it increase their business, but it enhances the entire district to have these active storefronts that really express what the business is, what's going on the inside. And so we had a meeting with Jaime to talk about what this could look like for our district. He recommended he could come out in early to mid-September. We would target 5 diverse storefronts, maybe one with a parklet, maybe a Spanish-speaking business, maybe something on 4th Street, something in the Artist Village, so that we would hit all corners of downtown with an inspiring transformation. Jaime's fee for this process is about $5,000. And then he recommended we also put up $5,000 for grants for the businesses themselves, $1,000 up to $1,000 each for them to apply to then enact some of the changes. So what we're talking about is a total project cost of up to $10,000 for both the fee and the grants. We would split that for you. It's likely that not all of that grant money would need to be utilized as well. So it might come in a little bit less, but that's kind of the structure of what he felt would be most successful for our purpose.
Okay. Sounds, is that it, Ryan?
Yeah, that's it for the Storefront Accelerator project.
Okay, well,
That
thank you
would-
for that,
I-
that information.
Oh, sorry, somebody's saying,
I do have a comment that will be amazing. And just to reiterate, we've been thinking about this for many, many, many years. So hopefully you find those five businesses to do the startup, and it will be very beneficial, I think.
yeah, you see a lot of this on, there's a show that is on TV. It's called Main Street USA, where people go in and the consultant really helps them to make their store kind of alignment, the brand alignment and everything, so that the stores are really well thought out. But Jaime has an even more engaging process because he makes those storefronts into spaces that community not only spend almost like a public space, but they also, it engages the community a lot. And we just think that it would be a really good thing, especially with the streetcar finalization of it and everything. It's going to be really nice for people to see how to do this.
So, on my part, I do like the idea very, very much.
Okay. Thank you for that information, Ryan. You want to move next to the next item?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the advertising. We do have a young man named Caleb Feliciano from Cal State Fullerton who would like to begin he's an advertising student at the school, and he's done ads at his school, and he would like an internship with our organization. So from August 20th through December 16th, he wants to work with Santa Ana Business Council to do his internship for Cal State Fullerton. So he would be working on ad campaigns with our organization, and our marketing. So he would be sharing some of the interesting things that he's learned, and also he may possibly bring a couple other students, because I told him, and they usually work in a team when they do advertising at the school. So I thought, we don't really have a team, and like we're losing Maria, so it would be great. And I also did want to see if there's a possibility that some of the things that Maria was doing that we could also ask Sarah. And I don't know, but I just wanted to mention that right now, because we need to rebuild our, like, what we're going to do for marketing and how we're going to pivot. But we have these internship coming up. So it's exciting. And we just met him about a week ago. And he showed us some of his work that he's done through the school and their big ad campaigns. And then we're just excited to have an intern to work with in downtown. So that's one that I am going to cover. And then I just really quickly would like to talk about we're talking about scaling back Boca de Oro a little bit. We haven't exactly figured out what that means, but in terms of our literary side, because this year we really didn't have the funding to cover what we had. And although we're going to continue working on that, we just thought we're gonna kind of pull back and see what we can do to kind of streamline and streamline the project, so that it makes it a little bit easier to cover all of our expenses. We did ask Barbie Godoy, who did the beautiful poster, to come back, and she's going to be commissioned for the 2023 poster. And I just also wanted to mention on the very last thing that our project Circulos, the sustainability of the project, it didn't get picked up, even though it's been running for the past 2 years or more. It's actually been now almost 4 years, I think. But the school district isn't like taking it on, which makes me really sad, because we won that 2.5 million to really create this new school, and it's worked, but it's kind of at its ending right now. So I'm very sad about that, but it's something that is happened, and I just wanted to give an update. And then we can go back, and Brenda, if you want to, we can go back to I have different people on here to talk about different things that we're working on. And Wendy wants to, for Travel Santa Ana update, she wants to do her update next meeting. So we're going to move her things till the next meeting, because she needs to get the permissions before she shows the new brand video for visitation. But we can go back to the volunteer coordination and do an update with Brenda. And I think we need to share screen for her.
Okay, go ahead, Brenda, please.
Brenda, we can't hear you, I don't think.
Okay. Can you see the screen now? It's
Yes.
okay, perfect. I just wanted to share with you what we are being doing in regards to the program itself. And as you can see, we needed to change it from June 2022 to June 2023. I'm sorry about that. I did update it when I sent it to Madeline, but what it actually has is just the description of all the program itself, the protocol and how it will work, and the responsibilities and what it takes to be an applicant. And hearing about how you are already working on the QR codes, maybe we can tag along so that way people that they're already using those codes can have more information about the ambassador programs as well, so they can join as volunteers or they can be part of the program. The main thing was to have said what the responsibilities of the people engaging in the program will be. So I will share this so that you guys can have it, and it's actually ready to be uploaded into whatever the website, or as I say, the QR,
Yes,
the
so
copy is ready. And
Brenda's content, let me just say, Brenda created this content so that we could actually create a page on our website. So Claudia is going to be uploading the content so that when a person who comes into the ambassador program, they can go to the webpage and they'd be able to find out about the ambassador program and also sign up for the ambassador program. So that's what she's showing you right now, is that she's developed the content, and we're going to be putting together a page for our ambassadors program on the site.
The page is there. It just hasn't been actually live. It's not live yet. So hopefully tonight it will be live.
Excellent. Okay. And this is also the context we have already made with the organizations and some of the colleges. As far as I know, we already have the business cards ready, so I can go ahead and make the introduction on a personal level. I would like to visit. I already called to find out how or who do I need to talk to, and I will be moving forward for the next couple of weeks so we can go ahead and start tidying that program up. The main idea for me is to especially in the college, to promote it as internship, because we can, as being a 501c3, we can go ahead and give these students like the signature they need, so they can go ahead and go back to their schools for their social services credits that they need. So, and also we kind of we still have to make sure we give more specifics about our relevant locations or the special events that we have set for the city. And with that, I believe for the next meeting we will have specific numbers to report.
Okay, thank you, Brenda.
Sure, thank you.
Madeline?
And the next one is Mario. He's going to tell us about the kid-friendly cities.
Go ahead, Mario.
Oh, sorry.
Hold on. May I just add to Brenda that we are a C6 corporation? We are not a C3, we are a C6.
Oh, yes. I apologize.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
But the
Just-
students
I just
can
wanted-
still get their credit because it's still a nonprofit.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, I know. But since I don't know the loops and things about this, I just wanted you to make sure that you know how we are set up.
Noted. Yes, thank you.
Thank
Brenda, great work. You really, I know must have worked your tail off to get all that done. So thank you.
Okay, thank you, Senora. Mario, can you go ahead, please?
Yes. Morning, everyone. So I'll make this brief. So we're super excited about our upcoming event for the Kids Zone, our DTSA kid-friendly initiative. It's going to happen on July 24th, and this time we're going to have it at Birch Park, which is the west end of our downtown Santa Ana. And we're really excited about that. We already have more businesses joining us this time around. Businesses that were participating with booths last time want to come and do it again. We're still going to have the carnival games and more friendly activities and crafts for the kids this time around. And in fact, not only is it going to be our kids friendly event, but it's going to be a Kids Zone summer picnic. So we're going to be promoting it this way so that we can include all of the families, encourage them to come and have a picnic at the park, spend some time there. And with that, also hopefully helping Birch Park getting reactivated and people coming back, week to week on this, taking that opportunity of, enjoying the beautiful park. But we are super excited about it. It's going to be at the same times from 12 to 4 p.m. And we're even looking at having a movie night afterwards so we can partner up with the city or Frida. We're going to be looking into that. But if anybody else wants to participate with this, you guys are more than welcome to do so. Please reach out to us and we'll gladly work with you guys. But we're excited. We got kids reading. We got a bunch of people, vendors and participants being a part of it, part of this event. So we are really excited about it. And again, July 24th, the flyer is going to be going out this coming week. So we're going to start blasting it everywhere and passing it around. So if you come across it, please share it and invite somebody to the event. Thank you guys.
Mario, bring some to the shops. Bring me some so I can pass it on to my customers.
Perfect. Will do.
All right. Thank you, Mario.
Mario, also, I know that at our breakfast that we had on Wednesday with the city, both Sarmiento and Council Member Hernandez spoke about Birch Park and wanting to activate it more. So, I mean, you have a lot of support. They're really excited about that and want to include seniors because that's also the senior center, having seniors interact with children. And I thought that was just a great idea. And I'm so excited about what you're doing. I think it's just going to be a huge benefit to the city. So thank you.
Yeah, it's amazing. Maybe we'll even reach out to them and see if they can make it on that day. Get a little bit more promotion going. And yeah, that's something that was brought to the table. Actually, we're trying to have within our crafts area or game zone or area, have some of the seniors be there and interact with the kids. We did get brought up and we're hoping that we can, go through with it and that we can get people to participate in that area. And it would be amazing to have.
Yeah. Thank you, Mario. Lani, next.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay.
Go ahead, Lani.
I'm going to go ahead and give a quick update on Amigas. Regarding the kid-friendly, Jonathan did speak to me a little bit on the side, and he said he's more than willing to not only come, but to support the kid-friendly event. So that would be great. And also for Amigas, we just had a very successful workshop yesterday. It was a wine tasting night with Alta Baja. We had about 30 women attend. So it was really nice to support Delilah. And then we have an upcoming workshop next week, which is a community workshop with a professor from Santa Ana. So we have that going on, and then we are going to start planning our annual. It's a big celebration in the summer. We're pushing that out to the end of September. So I'll share a little bit more about that in our next meeting.
Lani, I walked by on the corner of Alta Baja yesterday when I closed my shop, and I saw a lot of ladies inside Alta Baja.
That was us.
That was you. That's what I thought. There was a huge crowd there.
Yes, we had a lot of people people come down. So we actually shared a little bit of, what's going on, and we had them also sign the petition for OCTA. So it was really nice, and then to support the Lila downtown business. So
of course,
we continue to do that.
That's very nice of you guys. Thank you. Okay.
I just wanted to mention that the Project Amiga Social Club, and the fact that Santa Ana Business Council gives some sponsorship to this amazing professional development in our community with Latina women is absolutely incredible. It's a beautiful program, and it's growing and growing. And I mean, I don't know if everybody knows, but she's opened a space that is a co-working space in downtown through the Bloom Studios, which is really incredible. So a person can go in, and for $25, they can work. They have a place to do their computer work or do a meeting right in downtown.
Yes, thank you, Madeline.
Okay, well, go ahead, Lani.
I'm just saying, because we have the platform for Amigas, it does help with Casa Bloom Studios, because now that's open to our entire community and anyone can use it or, transform it into whatever they're doing. So I know we're a community of a lot of artists and freelancers and creatives. So that's the purpose behind the studio. So you'll be seeing a lot of very unique events happening there. We have a pop-up this Saturday also at Casa Bloom. So if you guys can stop by and support, that'll be great too.
Where is going to be that, Lani?
Right there on the corner of 3rd and Main at Casa Bloom Studios, next to Mix
Okay.
Mix.
Oh, okay. I know where you are. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Magdalena, so Wendy's
Wendy's not here, but Maria, it can go next. I think she's the last one on there.
Okay.
And an update with the breakfast if like Kim or somebody wants to share.
Okay, who wants to go? Maria,
are you there?
Yes. Hi, everyone. Me.
Hi, Maria. Go ahead, Maria. You want to share something with us that you're leaving and we're going to miss you?
Yes, it's very very sad and also like a good fun opportunity. I landed with Travel Santa Ana. But, you guys really made it happen for me. Like if I was never working for you, I would have never, been an asset to Travel Santa Ana. So to me, like I'm going to miss you guys, but I'm going to be here and working with you even closer than ever. So that makes me really excited. I have a report for our breakfast with the mayor and the councilman Hernandez that happened this Wednesday. We had 47 in attendance. So that was a lot of guests that came and really had an opportunity to listen to the council member and the mayor. And it was an opportunity for them to really interact with everyone present. And that's a big turnout. And you guys made that happen, the Santa Ana Business Council, and Nicole was very gracious. She's the owner of the Den. So she was our host. And it was mentioned that hopefully in the future, you guys have one in the PM time to see if it attracts an even larger crowd. So hopefully the next one, that's something to consider.
Yes. Okay.
And then I was wondering, did you want to give like just a final thing so we know where we are on all of our social media, like, and what we need to do next? Like, I know that you're giving over some of the items, but I just wanted to give the final.
Yes, I think when you guys are ready to train Caleb, let me know. I know we gave him account access to all of the social channels. But basically we started with under 400 followers, and on Instagram you're at 4,077 now, so you're really close to hitting 5K really, really soon. And hopefully, we'll include some new things that you guys want to see, like more businesses like the legal sector and like the auto shop sector. But I think I'm really proud of the work, we did, and just growing our channels and creating a brand presence. So that's going to be, huge. The calendar, because we host the Calle Cuatro on the website. We host a calendar where we share all the events that are happening in downtown. That's going to require a little bit of training with who's going to take that on, but there's ways to make it simpler so that, you know, we can have more participation from our merchants to share their events on the calendar with us, because that's going to be super crucial. And
Okay, thank you, Maria.
you're welcome.
Next.
Maria, the best.
Can you repeat that?
I say we wish you the best. We're very happy.
Thank you.
We're very happy for you. We're very happy, and this is what it is all about, you know. You said because of working in downtown, they were able to see you, and like yours, there's another stories of success, and we are very happy to be part of it, and happy for you. Good luck.
And it's all interconnected, you know, and I'm happy to write a testimonial. Like, I was part of Amiga's social club. That's where I met Madeline at an event. And then it's this big circle that I really, really love. And I'm forever, you know, grateful. That's why I love Santana so much. So
good,
Good
for you. Thank you very much.
Well done, Maria. Thank you so much for your service.
And good luck, Maria. Okay, let's move to the next line. Advertisement internship. Calais Feliciano.
No, I think we're done. I went through all of those, Raul.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I just wanted to say that I'm very thankful for all of the working board members. Like everybody on this board has been so helpful in pulling together and being so supportive, and I am so appreciative because it's so helpful. And like Kim going out and everybody making sure that breakfast was smooth. Lonnie with what she's doing with Amigas, Mario and Lonnie and everyone helping with the Kids Zone. And I just want to say thank you to everyone, and Maria, who has been like a really, really important asset to our organization. I just want to say thank you to everybody. And I have to go, but thank you. And I'll see you guys when I get back.
Good luck on your meeting, Magdalena.
Good luck. Kim. Hello.
We can hear you, Maddie.
Kim, are you there?
Kim was saying something. What did you say, Kim?
Oh, you're on mute, Kim.
We can hear you, Kim.
I just wanted to thank Madeline for all her great work too. You know, I mean, you keep us all together, and you've built, you know, you brought us all in, and we just really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you everybody for all the reports. Julie is not gonna be, Senora?
Yes, please, I'm sorry. I just wanted to ask Kim if she could share what the mayor and Councilman Hernandez talk about in that meeting, so everybody can hear.
Kim, can you go ahead?
You're on mute, Kim.
Here we go. Am I good? Can you hear me?
You're good.
Okay. I think there was the main topics were security, the homeless issues, and also the funding for the direct assistance because of the streetcar. Good news on the direct assistance. Mary Sarmiento said that he thinks that he can get funding not only, I think that, I don't know if it passed, but there's the 3 million on the budget, 3 million for direct assistance from the city. And then he's hoping to get OCTA to help reimburse with the parking so that more funds can go even over above the 3 million. Also, the Board of Supervisors did $1.2 million. And on top of that, there may be money coming from the state of $1 million. So there's all of that going on. On just a personal note, I'm concerned that we still have just the $1.5 million, still have 400,000 that hasn't been spent. So I think one thing as an organization and just generally in the downtown, we want to make sure that we're doing all we can to, when we're given money, to make sure that those dollars are going out the door. So we really maybe need to have a committee or something that can kind of maybe deal with the fact that we still are not even spent the $1.5 million. Then I think there was just concern about the homelessness and expressions about the vandalism and concern over that. I think it was good for them to hear from the businesses how this is an ongoing issue. I guess the homeless shelter that Santa Ana is opening this in the next week or so, and that should alleviate some of the issues and allow the police to be able to enforce the anti-camping laws. So there was good news on that front, but also just a concern about security. So I think the city is hearing us that this is a major concern and is really hurting our businesses in a big way, and also creating a perception that the downtown is not friendly for families. And then there was also just an expression of really wanting to make it more kid friendly, and that's a priority. Both of them were just very impressive and open, and they both really enjoyed, I think, interacting in this forum. So I think we've hit on something that's very powerful. And so job well done for the people putting this together and coming up with the ideas.
Thank you, Kim. Mike, you were also there. Do you want to add something?
Yes, I was there. I think the breakfast meeting was very, very productive. Since we had about 47 people or so show up, there were a lot of questions being asked. And I think the mayor and the city council member Hernandez addressed, I think, all the questions. One of the things that I picked up that is a highlight regarding the funding is that the county, the $1.2 million, is going to be administered by the city for the county. So they're going to manage it and run it and distribute it. The only question is, I don't know if the county money funds, is that going to be distributed using the same criteria that the Santa Ana Business Interruption Grant was administered? We don't know, but that's something that we can follow up to find out what the criteria will be for that. As for the Mayor Sarmiento's creative idea about asking OCTA to have OCTA reimburse the city for lost revenue of parking, which I believe he estimated to be about $2.8 million. If OCTA agrees to it, then the city will use about $1 million of that money to give direct assistance to the merchants in downtown Santa Ana. So I think in total, in addition to the state funding through the state legislature of another $1 million, it would total about a $6.2 million funds to be distributed to the downtown merchants. And I think it's a tall order, but I think it can be done. And we all have to work with all the different agencies, the county, the city, also with the state through Senator Umberg, who is the person who's going to be helping us out in that effort to get that money from the state. So I think in terms of the funding, I think we have a lot of work to do to help the downtown merchants get that funding administered and distributed directly to the merchants. On other issues, the homelessness, like Kim has alluded to, as well as the promoting events in downtown Santa Ana and so forth, I think we are working around all the restrictions that are imposed on us in downtown Santa Ana. And I think once the construction ends and the OC streetcar becomes operational, I think Santa Ana is going to look 10,000 times more beautiful than what it is now. And I think we should be hopeful and patient that we will get there. And that's the positive outcome that I got out of the meeting at the breakfast meeting on Wednesday.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Kim, for your comments and the reports. I know I was there just for some time. I didn't stay until the meeting was finish, I had to go to and open up. I had some customers waiting for me, but thank you for your reports. Thank you so much. I think we're gonna have to move to Teresa. She's been waiting there for quite some time. Teresa, are you still there?
Still here.
Thank you for waiting, Teresa.
Happy to.
I wanna comment that you know, I have the construction right in front of my shop, and I'm looking whenever I have a chance, I come out and look at the work, and it's moving so fast, and I want you to know, and I want OCTA to know that they're doing a great job. The job is moving very fast. And like I said in the meeting, the board meeting on your OCTA meeting last time, that doing that kind of work, moving so fast, I think it's gonna get done in no time, and we're all gonna go back to, you know, to our normal routine and doing business in the downtown. And I just want you to know that, and also OCTA. And thank you for listening to us and try to finish the job as soon as possible.
Well, thanks very much for those encouraging words. We are continuing to press the contractor to get things done as quickly as they can. Ross, who some of you know, Ross Liu, the project manager, is in the field this morning, actually meeting with Walsh. They're walking that area between French and Bush, looking at what is it going to take to get the southbound lanes open. So, you know, I hope everybody saw that we got the westbound lane open, and we are, you know, moving towards that. We will have another downtown meeting on June 28th between 8 and 9 a.m. and we'll get information out to everybody. But it will be at Salon Santa Ana Banquet Hall at 118 West 4th Street on the second floor there between 8 and 9 a.m. So at the last downtown meeting we heard you know, some comments specifically around Nova Academy and their very strong interest in having us get that Ross work done before they come back to school. And so we worked with Walsh. They're going to actually start that work on Monday. And again, we hope to have that work on Ross. It will come a little bit into 4th Street all the way down at that west end of this project area. But none of the businesses between Birch and Ross will have to make any changes to what's happening in front. The work doesn't come up that far. Drivers will not, when you're traveling though, in that section, that Ross and 4th intersection will be affected. So, but people can drive down, you know, make a U-turn and come back up, so people can still get to Crave and La Perla and the other businesses in that little segment. On June 18th, we'll be having a radio remote down at right next to that city. And I apologize. I'm just terrible with Spanish words. I'm embarrassed at my pronunciation. At the new brewery down there on the north side, catty corner from where Cafe Coutura is. So that's happening on Saturday morning. As I said, we have the Ross work starting on Monday. We've developed some walking maps for the businesses that are part of our Eat Shop Play program. And so we'll be distributing those at different points around the city. Again, they, you know, kind of little fold out maps that are helpful to people who are looking to be in the downtown, see what's available. We also did produce some GoPro videos that are on our website, and we'll be working to get the, you know, kind of promoting those out. And if the two business councils would like to help in sharing that information, that would be great. There's 4 videos. So anybody coming from either the north or south exits off of the 5 freeway, and it drives you right to the parking structures on 3rd and 5th Street. So I know there, you know, has been discussion in the past about customers not being able to find the parking structures, et cetera. So we did, you know, steal that idea from one of your downtown merchants who had done that, and we thought it was a great idea. So we've gone ahead and done some that everybody can have access to. So hopefully those are helpful as well. In addition, we've got marquee ads going up. So there are 4 marquee those are the big electronic billboards, and members of the Eat Shop Play program are being featured on them. And those marquee locations are, sorry if I'm looking over at my other monitor here, the Kia dealership marquee. So the restaurant Las Quesuelos has their ad up there, as well as Anna's Everything Store. At the Auto Mall marquee, Worst House and Catano Insurance Brokers. And at the Main Place Mall marquee, the Shoe Palace and the Gene Artist Studio Gallery. And then the Stadium marquee is United Legal Services and Munchie's Vegan Diner. In addition to those marquees, we have another one that will be going up in September at the 57 Freeway. And that's a digital billboard that has just general information about coming and shopping downtown. In addition to that, beginning this fall, we'll be in 11 movie theaters around the area. And I've got the list of them in which we can provide to you guys. But basically it's a 15-second video and lobby display talking about, please come and shop in downtown. So in addition to that, we have bus advertising inside our bus, 325 buses. So those are ads for Eat Shop Play participants. Again, those are going to be, there's 4 of them that are in rotation. So it's La Vegana Mexicana, the Clinica Medica, Munchie's Diner, and Chelsea's Bridal. And we also have a digital plan, which has a lot of geofencing, which, counts. We purchase views, and then we are able to track kind of counts when people come into the downtown. And then we're also providing metrics to the individual businesses that we are featuring with some of these targeted downtown business displays. So that's kind of a little bit on the Eat Shop Play program. In terms of construction, we are, as I said, when we get to the 28th meeting, we'll have some more information about when Main Street will be the next major intersection closure in the downtown. And right now, currently, the schedule is showing that happening about the 11th of July. And then that'll be approximately a 6 to 8 week closure. They're going to do the work at our intersection, the intersection on 4th and Main, and they'll also do the associated work that is remaining at Santa Ana and Main. And so there's still, there's work up in segment 3. And when we close those intersections, we'll provide detour information, et cetera, for that as well. And the other main thing that's going to be happening is they're going to start the work in segment 5, and segment 5 runs between approximately, let's say, French and the Sartic. The new work that they'll be doing actually starts at, I think it is Minter and Santiago. They're going to start their work there in terms of all the track installation. So everything you guys have been experiencing, they're going to now, that work is going to be ongoing over there.
So Teresa, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
In the larger scheme of things, are we ahead of schedule now, or where are we in terms of the timeline?
I think we're still on target to open at Thanksgiving.
Oh, good.
Be finished by Thanksgiving.
Question, Teresa.
I have a question too when you get around to it. It's Bobby.
Okay, thank you, Bobby. The corner of 4th and Sycamore, between Main and Sycamore, is that going to be almost done maybe by September, October, so we can start planning events there?
Let me find out on this. Let me find out on the schedule. I know that there's a lot of work happening at that Sycamore intersection. So let me find out what the duration is and when they think that'll be finished. I know they're getting ready to prep the corners so that they can do the tiling,
Right.
all that decorative tiling in that you see in that French to Main part. So
Right.
let me find out for you.
Okay, thank you. That's all I want to know. And we really want to start doing, bigger events so we can start celebrating a new downtown. So I just want to make sure that we plan smart and do events before the end of the year.
Understood.
Being at, excuse me, at Santa Ana First Presbyterian Church, please let Santa Ana First Pres know what you are closing on Main Santa Ana Boulevard or Civic Center, because it really, what has happened on that street has killed our church. We cannot get into our church on our street, getting into our parking. So please, you've already screwed us up. Please let the church know what is going to happen and get it done sooner. 3 years is ridiculous.
Okay, I was told that your exit that exits onto Santa Ana Boulevard is available for you to open, but maybe you.
There's a hole in the middle of the street. We've had people that have gone out that way and gotten stuck in the street. Please, we've got to get. It really has hurt my church. We are having to come in through the alley and park in fact, we have to make some illegal turns to get into our church. So please let them know. I know I sound angry, and yes, I am very disappointed.
I'll go out and take pictures out there today for me.
Thank you. I've been here too long.
Understood.
Thank you, Bobby. Okay, next it would be me, but I don't have any reports. Senora Arellanes, do you have anything to report?
She left the meeting.
Okay, so Kim Kaufner, Kim.
It's me. I can go.
Yeah, you already gave a report.
I haven't. I can go next.
Claudia, go ahead. You're next. Yeah.
Okay, just a really brief recap on the Dancing on the Streets. We continue to have our audience and build the audience. We transitioned with another instructor for the timba. We still don't know if it's going to work out. We're in a trial process. We are looking at different music, maybe country music, swing, something that we can have a Saturday that we can rotate. We can have the fun Saturday that nobody knows, but the last minute we're going to bring something in. I don't know. We're trying to figure it out. We just haven't been able to fill out the gap. And we're still working on that. For the maps, we have the maps for the promenade. Those should be going up this week. And the promenade, at Second Promenade, there's information booths. So we need to coordinate with Julie if we can exchange that information. It actually has a map that is right behind me, which is our map with a list of vendors in our downtown. So that's coming up. The sticker that I was mentioning with our QR code, let me share the screen. Here it is. This is what we're putting. We have the stickers that are being printed, or they're printed. They just need to be picked up. And so these are the two, and they take us to the calendar, and we printed 200 of them, and they will be placed on businesses, So that's also already there. I think Maricel is going to Tijuana today. So hopefully we can actually, put him up tomorrow. American Story, Wendy's not here, but we do have a meeting on the 27th. Scheduling conflicts have been happening back and forward, hopefully. But July should be the day where we actually start shooting these segments, and really excited about that. And last but not least, I just want to thank Maria for all her work. I am so sad that she's leaving, but I am so proud of her for doing her job the way she did and handling all of our board members and ourselves and Maddie and myself and Maricela, and coming on board and being such a big part of our group, building our social media content, building our audience, being there for us, being active all the time. I thank you very much, and I'm very proud of you for making this happen for you as well, because it's through your hard work that people recognize the potential, and we're glad that they're offering you better things. So good luck, and thank you so much. It's been a pleasure working with you.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you, Claudia. So Maria, that's done. I think that's it.
That is it. We don't have any.
We don't have anything else. One thing that it came up to my mind, but I also remember that and Ryan is smaller is there, and maybe you can give me a little more information. I heard that the banners for the downtown that we installed and we Downtown Inc. and SABC pay for it, they were removed from the light poles. What was the reason to remove them?
Well, I'll answer that, and then I had two quick announcements. So we got an email from Julie saying that the city had graciously lent us the arms that the banners hang on, and after the success of our banners, they of course started putting up banners all over town, and they wanted to take the arms from us and use them somewhere else. And so I fired off several emails to Julie, to the vendor, and said, look, we've invested $10,000 in these banners. We need to find a better solution than that. And ends up, apparently the vendor, I think, gave them some more arms or something like that. So they should not be removed, and they should be staying up for the near future. And hopefully, if there's a future attempt to remove them, that we need first right of refusal to either buy the arms, which are quite expensive, but hopefully the city can just leave those arms downtown, because the previous banners were up for 17 years. So I think that they have some staying power, and we want to keep those up.
But Ryan, they did it without telling us that they were going to remove them. Is that how they do business?
Well, they shouldn't have removed any of them. So did you saw them get removed, or?
Well, I heard that they were removed, and after I heard, so I went around.
Yeah.
So after I heard that the news, I went all over where all the banners were installed, and there wasn't any there. So maybe if the city let us put another arm, we share the cost and we put them back.
Where did you see them removed? Is it on
4th Street? On 4th Street and 3rd Street, no?
On 3rd Street in front of me, I still have mine. At least on that area, the banners are still there.
The ones on 4th Street, Ryan?
No.
That's where I don't see any.
Yeah, none should have been removed. They did remove some in December, and to put up the Christmas decorations, and they were supposed to put all those back. So I'll double check, but none should have been removed. They should all still be there.
Okay. Okay, I think we should, SABC should write a letter to the city and ask them, to not to remove them, put them back. I mean, it cost us money. And they were so beautiful. I think right now we need anything on the street so it looks nice, not look like everything is destroyed,
Yeah.
I know there is the street needs repair. I know that the poles need to be painted, but maybe that's done later, and with the banners, I mean, everything is going to look nice and clean.
Yeah. Well, I'll follow up to make sure none got removed, but last I heard they were not removed. And then two other quick announcements. So number one is, with Boca de Oro this last year, it wasn't brought to our board before the meeting to support the event. And so we were only able to allocate $1,500, but Claudia and Madeline have asked that we bring it back to our board retroactively to put in the other $3,500 for the event. So I want to let you know we'll be doing that in our July meeting. So hopefully that will pass, and then we'll be able to get you the check for the other $3,500 that we typically would support the event with. And then also our president Ryan and our restaurants are really asking us to bring back Savor Santa Ana this year. And we asked Julie for support from the city, and she told us we would have to go to the electeds ourselves and try and raise money from them. We also asked Travel Santa Ana to support us because they're indicating that the restaurants are a huge reason why people come downtown, but they've really not committed to supporting it. And I wanted to give a temperature check with you guys on if you are interested in helping support Savor Santa Ana in September of 2022.
Well, good that you're letting us know, Ryan. Let's have the board know that for your request, and we'll let you know on the next meeting.
Yeah, and I can come back in the future with the proposal. I just was curious if there's something that you guys thought would be in your wheelhouse this year.
I think Savor Santa Ana, Ryan, it's a great event, and I think it should be done. It should come back now that we're going to be able to do bigger events in the downtown.
Ryan, what's your feel on, you're the one that runs Savor. You understand the enormity of the task. I know it, takes up a lot of time. Do you feel like it's an event really worth resurrecting? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, it's one of the favorite events for sure. The challenge is, the city used to give at minimum $5,000. You guys would give $5,000 and we put up $5,000. And then the event brings in around $10,000 in ticket sales. And so that is a break-even event for us. Without all that support, we have a lot of risk to put on the event ourselves. I think Ryan has indicated that he personally would help sponsor some of the event to bring it back. Mm-hmm. But it's just something that I think, like, food costs are going up, costs are going up, so it's really going to need that full support for it to really happen.
Right.
So you're planning to do the event in September, Ryan?
That's what they've asked of me.
And the street is going to be pretty much done on your side by September. It looks like, but I'm not sure.
I don't think the street will be done by then, but it's, the sidewalks is really where the action is. There's no street closure with the event. We drive people to the businesses themselves. Yeah. We'd probably activate the promenade and the paseo as well, but the street might not be completed.
Yeah, and the parking lot across from Joe's, it also helps a lot. Yeah, just an idea, Brian. Yeah. Okay.
Ryan, can you give an update on, have you heard anything on the letter that was sent, our request for the strategic plan and hiring a consultant? Has there been any update on that?
Good question. Yeah, I followed up with Mark Morley a few weeks ago, and he said they hadn't even met to discuss it, which is pretty concerning. I think it's about time for us to send a follow-up. I think a lot of our issues have been sidelined to deal with the individual businesses in the streetcar, and I think we need to really bring these issues back front and center for the long-term success of downtown. Also, if they're going to be refilling the parking revenue, I think that we should also ask that if they're doing that, that's a great reason for them to then do their payouts to us, because we are really living out of the OCTA funding and out of reserve funding from the bump in business licenses that occurred because of people trying to get their pandemic funding. And we don't have long-time sustainability right now without repairing our budgets.
Yeah, just a thought on that front, Raul and Ryan Chase. I would think it might be good too to the two presidents of the organizations might want to do a personal outreach, asking for a meeting again with the city manager. Just a thought, because I think that again, they're the ones that said, oh, this is the way it's going to go. And then, and so I think it might be good to get the two presidents together and kind of have this united front of this needs to happen because you asked us to do this. This was your idea. So anyway, so I don't know if I don't know what you think about that, Raul, but I'll call you and we can strategize, I guess.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so thank you everybody for making the time to be on the meeting. This meeting is adjourned. You're welcome to stay. I'm leaving. I have to run to 4th Street. Thank you, everybody.